Ladies and gentlemen, what is good? I hope everyone's doing great today, man. We're just doing a flash live. Y'all know how this is. You definitely know how it is. Flash live out of nowhere, man. Got to talk some boxing, man. I definitely have to talk some boxing, some recent developments. And you know how it is, man. We're just going to talk a little bit of boxing. Got some news. Y'all know how this is, man. There's news every day. People out there go live every single day, man, and talk about boxing because there's always something new. That's what I love about it. Always something new. And what I want to talk about, it's more tangible. We see it more tangible, and more realistic. That's why I want to talk. You know what I'm saying? That's usually what I talk about. So I try to, at least, right? So, I mean, interesting topics I want to talk about today. And we got Lavar Cooper in the building. What's going on, Lavar?
Hey, what's going on, big bro? I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
Doing pretty good, man. Thank you so much for your availability, bro, and being able to talk, just to talk some boxing as we usually do, you know what I'm saying? But first and foremost, how's your day going, man?
Good, man. I had to run a couple of errands. It's raining here, so I had to, get out and get back home, man.
Oh, it's raining out there. Oh, okay. Is it?
Yeah, it's
Is
raining
it?
here in Virginia, man. It's not. It's nothing heavy. It's just like a light rain.
Okay. I just posted the wrong image. I gotta change that up because that's actually a video I want to do later. So, oh, okay. So, do you like the rainy? Do you like the rainy weather though?
Yeah, I'm used to it, man. Back when I was in the military, man, I was stationed in Seattle, Washington, for 3 years, and man, it used to rain like 10 days straight, without a break.
Wow. So you're kind of just used to it. You don't necessarily like it too much, or
Right. Yeah, I'm just used to it, man. I mean, during the summer when it gets really hot here, I'm like, yeah, we could use some rain. But during the winter, man, it just makes it extra cold.
right? But like in the summer, doesn't it get humid over there when it rains?
Yeah, it can be hot and humid. I mean, it's not like the weather in California or in like Phoenix, Arizona, or but it can get kind of hot.
Right. Oh, okay. Cool. Right on. So how's your week going, man? Going good so far?
Yeah, man, going good so far, man. I can't complain. Talking to you, G5, Bruce Goes, my brothers, and just trying to knock out some schoolwork.
It seems like ever since we've been going live more, it feels like I just want to go more and more live, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I just want to go live more, dude. So, I'm just having a blast. Just like you said, I love chopping it up with you guys, chopping it up with those in the chat section. You know what I'm saying? The comment section, definitely, man. The chat, live chats, those who jump in. I'm just having fun, man. I just love it. I love talking about it, man. And I hope you're going to have a good weekend. You have any plans for the weekend, man?
Just gonna relax, enjoy the Super Bowl. Other than that's pretty much it, man. And prepare, go over some boxing news, so that when we go live next week, uh, whatever you want to talk about, man, we'll be able to get it on.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about the Super. I don't watch football anymore, bro. I mean, back in the early 2000s, I used to watch football. Back in the late 90s, I used to watch NBA, NFL, hardcore. Knew a bunch of players, blah, 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 right? But
Right.
had YouTube been popping at that time, I'm sure it was. I don't even remember when the heck YouTube came out, but I do remember it was out, but it wasn't, I didn't really know too much about making my own channel and blah, whatever, right? So had it been like now, man, I would have had a popping YouTube channel on sports in general. But okay, enlighten me, bro. What the heck Super Bowl number is it? 35 or something like that?
I think it's like, I think it's 50, 55.
We're in the freaking 50s already?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You see, that just goes to show I'm done with I don't know nothing about NFL anymore. I mean, obviously I know the general rules and watching football, but I watch boxing more than anything, combat sports, but just who are the teams, man? The Super Bowl.
So it's the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So Tom Brady and Gronkowski, they're back at they play for the Buccaneers, so they're back at the Super Bowl against Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. So it's gonna be a good Super Bowl, man.
Brady's a Hall of Famer, no doubt.
Oh yeah, and he already said that he's gonna continue to play even longer. So
Man, he's gonna continue.
Yeah, he is. He is. Man, I really think he's trying to surpass Jordan with all the rings. You know what I mean?
He's the LeBron James of now, man, in the NFL, right?
Yeah, man, definitely. I mean, and he was a 6th-round pick back in the day. So and he has a lot of Super Bowls. So man, that goes to show that there's hidden talent deep in the NFL draft.
That's facts. That's facts. That's awesome. I didn't know that. And you know, leading the Bucks to wonderful things, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's awesome, man. Like I said, were you with me, bro? We're just doing a little. Y'all know how it is. Thank you guys for jumping in the building. We're just doing a little chit chat. You know how this is. Were you in that live when I shared my dreadful experience of NFL experience?
No, I wasn't, brother.
Oh my gosh, I gotta chop this up to you guys. Okay, I gotta chop this up to those who are jumping in the building. Maybe some didn't hear about this story. Check this out, bro. And this is back in the day when I loved watching football. Right, I was a big fanatic. All right, here we go. Let me find the emotions to maintain because. Okay, check this out. All right, what happened was I was like 12 years old, dude, and back in the day, I don't know if they do it anymore, but back in the day. I forgot the teams. There was a Super Bowl. It was held in Arizona. If I remember, in Tempe. I just don't remember the exact stadium. I think it was in the ASU. I don't remember, man. But it was so many years ago. But what happened was the Super Bowl was going to be held in it was in Arizona, if I remember correctly, and the city, and it was a nearby city where I grew up, in elementary school. So while I was in elementary school, so what happened was my friend, school friend, said, "Hey, you want to go to the NFL experience with me?" And I was like, "What's that, man?" He said, it's where you can see football players and stuff. And we can get their autographs, take a football, take some stuff so they can sign. I was like, heck yeah, let's go. So we went, with some childhood friends. He also invited some other friends. And I was like, heck yeah, this is awesome. So we went. And man, the moment we got off the ride, my friend's dad or whatever took us. I think I don't even remember who the heck took us, but it was one of his parents or something. And the moment we got off the freaking truck, we saw a Raiders player. I forgot his name. I think his last name was Brown at that time. I just forgot, bro. Ran to him. Hey, can you sign the autograph? And he was so, these guys are so wonderful. They're so nice. He was such a nice guy. I remember him. He was walking out of his car and the parking lot, getting out of his car. And he went to the back of his trunk where we were just running, kids. Hey, can we have your autograph? He's like, yeah, of course, kids. And he opened up his trunk and he pulled out some photos of him, while he was playing basketball, like some wonderful snapshots of him, like running, professional snapshots, pictures. And he said, yeah, here we go, kids. And he signed them. I was like, man, awesome. And we went running into the area where there was a bunch of, it was like a restaurant. It's like a little plaza. So I saw Junior Seau. Junior Seau, I think he played for the Chargers. I thought it was the San Diego or something like that. I don't remember. It was many years ago. You remember him?
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah.
Monster. Man, he was
unfortunately, I think he committed suicide, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, horrible news, bro. That was back a few years ago. And when I saw that news, I was like, oh my gosh, I saw that dude face to face, or I guess we can say face to face. But so what happened was we ran in there, saw Junior Seau walking by, and he was like, dude, when I was a kid, that guy looked like a giant, bro. I was like, this guy's humongous, man. And we went running to him. Hey, can I have your autograph? Can I have your Junior Seau? Can I have your autograph? He was ignoring us, dude. He was walking faster. He was like, oh, get these kids out of here. Like with two bodyguards or something, two guys, big guys next to him. I was like, those guys are humongous. Then we saw in a restaurant there, I think it was Hooters restaurant or whatever. We ran inside. We saw Keyshawn Johnson. And I remember at that time, he was going to the bathroom. And we ran to him. Hey, can we have your autograph, sir? Are you a football? I didn't know. I was like, are you a football player? He's all, yeah. He's all, you know what? I'm going to get drafted soon. So something like that, he said. To the, what was the first team? I think he said he was going to get drafted to the Eagles or something. I forgot. What was the first team he went on?
I think Keyshawn went to the Bucks. I think he was drafted by the Buccaneers.
Yeah, I don't remember. He was saying something like that. I'm going to get drafted to so-and-so team possibly soon. So I'll be, and I remember what I remember of him. He was going to the bathroom and we interrupted him. And he was walking to the bathroom and then I said, hey. And I remember those two, in each ear, shiny diamond earrings, man. I remember that really clearly from him, man. And we were just talking to him, and okay, see you later. And we just took off. And this is what happened, bro. Check this out. We ran off, and we went to another area. And Joe Namath, bro. Joe Namath was had an interview in like a little garden area. He was having an interview. The cameras are on him, sitting between two reporters. I think it was an ESPN show or something. And we ran up to there. We were like, wow. We were looking at a distance. We're like, that's Joe Namath. Whoa. And at the end of the interview, we were just waiting for him to walk out of the interview so we can get his autograph. I had my football and ran up to him, man. I said, hey, sir, can I have your autograph, Joe Namath? He's all, yeah, son. And he was a big old smile, big eyes. I was like, man, this guy's nice. Sign my football, bro. And I got that football with I had that football with several signed football players, bro. Oh my gosh. And then what happened? Me being a young and dumb kid. Oh my gosh, bro. Here's the part that hurts. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay, so sometime later, bro, had my football signed with autographs, bro. Man, Joe Namath was one of them. Man, dude, some new kid around the neighborhood came, started playing basketball with us. We used to go to a neighborhood park all the time, play basketball. And this kid comes up, new kid on the block, man. And, playing basketball with us, we started to get to know him. He invited us to his house, and his mom. And, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. We would just play with him, play video games, whatever. We were young. I told him about this experience. Me and my friends that went with me, yeah, man, went to NFL Experience, got autographs. And he was like, oh, really? He was an older kid, man. So he played the hustle on me, man. He said, oh, hey, how about I got some video games, but you want to trade them for that football? And I was, oh my gosh. Guess what I did, man? Guess what I did, bro?
Oh no, man.
I know, dude. And I was young, man. I was like 12. I didn't know much of the worth of a freaking autograph, man. And as a kid, you don't have the time frame in mind. You don't have the maturity to understand. Years later, it's going to be worth a lot. I didn't have that mindset. I was just, here and now, I want to play. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And bro, I traded my freaking football for a couple games, dude. Like, I think it was Nintendo 64. I don't even remember. I don't even care now. When I think of that, I think back, I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, how much would that be worth right now?
A lot, man. A lot of money. And actually, and to be honest, Keyshawn Johnson, he got drafted by the Jets. It was the Jets.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it was the colors. It was a green team. Yeah, green, gray, the Jets. It was that one. I think he told us that. He said, yeah, I'm going to probably get drafted to so-and-so team or the Jets. I think he told us to us. He gave us like the inside scoop. Like I said, man, had I had a freaking YouTube channel back in those days, man, would have been popping. But anyways, I don't even think YouTube existed back when I was 12. So, but you see, dude, horrible experience, man.
I have one too, brother.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I was living with my dad. I want to say this was around about 1993, and there was how when like a gas station or something opens up, they'll have like some type of celebrity there to do autographs and all that stuff, so that people can come get food, pay for gas, right? So I'm like, I'm standing in line, and come to find out, man, it's Bruce Smith, because he's from Virginia.
Wow.
And I met Bruce Smith, and man, I'm like, you talking about this guy like in his prime, man? He was like towering over me, bro. But he was the nicest person, man. He gave me an autograph picture, and he gave me an autograph card, and when I left for boot camp, I think my dad started cleaning out my room. So I think my dad has my stuff, bro.
Oh, okay. But it's still there though.
Yeah, it's still there, man. It's still there.
That's great, man. You still have it at least. I threw mine away to the dumpster, bro. I can't believe how, bro. Yeah, exactly. I was so young, dude. And I was like, gosh, dude. And when years went by, I was like, what the heck did I do, man? What the heck did I kick myself in the butt? That thing would have been worth a fortune right now, bro.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just Joe Namath's autograph. It was several, bro. I don't even remember the names, man, but it was several football players, man.
I mean, if you think about, all the football players that you were running into, man, I mean, like, I guarantee you some really, really great names.
Yeah, man.
that you got autographs from. So,
and I don't even remember them all. Yeah, because I was a kid. I didn't really know too much about football at that age, at least. And my gosh, I knew the NBA though. I was really acquainted with the NBA and players, man. When the Bulls were in their golden era, bro.
oh yeah,
Had it been more like that, I would have been fainting out of excitement. I knew football at that time, but not too much. I knew more of the NBA. So, but yeah, oh my gosh. But anyways, man, that's the story of mine, man. Story of my life. Now that you're mentioning that Super Bowl is this weekend, I didn't even know that. So you're gonna watch it?
I am, brother. I'm definitely gonna watch it, see what happens, man. Either the Chiefs are gonna go back to back because they won it last year. If not, then hey, if Tom Brady wins, man, hey, he's the king, he's the Don, man.
Hey, wait a second. Last year, like I said, I don't really watch football, but I remember there was a really controversial call on that Chiefs, right? On the Chiefs play. Wasn't there that made them win, kind of?
I want to say yes. I'm trying to remember.
I think there was. Had it not been for that controversial call or play, they probably wouldn't have won. I think it was like a controversial touchdown right in the corner of the end zone. Really by like the hair, like a hairline, bro.
Yeah, I remember what you're talking about now.
Was it that or was it? I don't remember what call it was, but it was.
I want to say it was that. I really do.
Yeah, I don't remember, man. I just rang a bell. Let me just go ahead and salute who's jumping in the chat.
Please.
Syndicate J, what's going on, family? Thank guys. We're just doing a little small talk. Y'all know how it is. Kristen, hey, you're new here. I haven't seen you. Thank you so much for jumping in here. Hey,
that's my fiance.
Oh, great. Blessings and greetings, Kristen. It's great to hear you, see you, right? Thank you so much for jumping in. Hey, finally catching you guys live. Love listening to replays. Oh, I really appreciate you. I thank you so much. Humbled. Hey, Lavar is a part of this. Definitely. You're a part of it. The platform's a part of it. All you guys, ladies and gentlemen, are a part of this. Definitely, man. Bruce goes, what's going on? What is going on, family? Thanks so much for jumping in. Gio, James, Khalil, thanks so much for jumping in. First time I see you. Go ahead and feel free to subscribe, like, share. You know what it is. This is just a platform, bro, just in case you don't know. We just simply speak the sport of boxing. I always say time and time again, the hate, this is hate-free zone. You know what I'm saying? People can take the hate somewhere else. We just talk about the sport of boxing. We love it. You know what I'm saying? Phil J, thanks so much for jumping in the building, man. Story B, man, the OG. OG's in the building, man. What's going on, family? Just salute in the chat real quick before we get to the boxing talk right here. Story B man is asking, how'd you like last night's show? I didn't catch it all, actually. Bruce Goes, did you like it, bro? Of course, everyone likes your show, Story B man. Man, Three Wise Men, always gems dropping there, man. Y'all go subscribe to Story B man. If anybody's not subscribed, I'm sure everybody is here, man. Good stuff. They keep getting better and better. That's facts, Bruce Goes. That is facts. Official moto. Hey, what's going on, family? Bro, I saw your welding work the other day. Good stuff, bro. You're a pro, family. Thanks so much for jumping in, bro. Thank you guys so much for jumping in. So let's get it, bro. Let's talk about the boxing, man. So, I did a little small talk, little chit chat, bro. Just love doing it. You know what I'm saying? Talking general things before we get to the boxing talk. All right. What did you tell me earlier? Let's start with this, bro. Let's start with that, Lavar. So what's up with the belt? You said WBC belt?
Yeah, the WBC. They finally came out with the official belt that has Floyd Mayweather's picture on it, and man, I'm proud of him, man. Floyd Mayweather, he accomplished a lot in the ring, and I think it's an honor for them to do that for him. But it looks really good, man. When you get the chance, the opportunity, if you can just check your DM, I sent you a picture of it. And salute to everyone in the chat. Bruce Goes, G5, definitely to the sensei, Stormy B man. I love listening to boxing. So he's awesome. He's phenomenal. And to my fiance, thanks for tuning in, babe. Love you.
Beautiful fiance, brother. You're proud. I'm sure you're proud and happy. Awesome stuff, man. Beautiful family. I'm sure you have, the kids. Good stuff. Heck yeah. I didn't see the belt. Thanks for DMing me, man. I'm gonna check that out. And like I said, bro, so many news and so much news and developments every half hour, minute in the sport of boxing, man. And but where is he positioned? Where's his photo exactly? You there, Lavar?
Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, you're go ahead. Oh, having a little disconnection. No problem. You could just go ahead and jump back in, Lavar. Probably a little signal problem. No big deal, bro. Just go ahead and jump back in. Maybe you can come out. Maybe you can exit and come right back in. Okay. So yeah, no problem, man. So I didn't know that about the WBC belt. Now that Lavar mentioned it, as a matter of fact, he was telling me a little bit backstage, before we started live, he mentioned that to me when I was telling him the points I want to talk about today in this live, at least. And he told me about the WBC, putting his photo. I'm assuming it's like, where the WBC has those pictures like Muhammad Ali and stuff like that. I'm sure he's there. And what do you guys think about that? Go ahead and put in the comment section. What do you think about that? I personally think that's great. We got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, we got to understand that, I understand that, Floyd Mayweather has gotten some criticism because of his recent, fights, exhibition with that one Japanese kid, 21-year-old or something like that. Kind of reminds me of what Ryan Garcia wants to do, with Pacquiao, super, older than Ryan Garcia exhibition, kind of like what, kind of resembles what Mayweather did to that young kid, right? And, the fight with McGregor, I understand that. And he has gotten a lot of negative light in the boxing community. But we got to understand, just like what Lavar Cooper's saying right now, that Floyd's a legend. I really, say what we want to say about Floyd Mayweather, man. Floyd is a legend. I got nothing to say against him when he was a boxer, a pro fighter, pretty boy, to Money Mayweather, amazing career. I mean, I personally did frown upon, the whole McGregor thing and the whole, that one Japanese kid or whatever, all due respect to that kid, MMA fighter or something like that. I get it. Money maker. That's fine. Go make your money, bro. But I personally do think he definitely deserves being on the WBC belt. So where's his photo position, Lavar?
It's on the if you go to the official WBCshop.com, you can see the picture of it. So if you have if the belt is like laying in front of you, he's to the right of the belt. So it's Floyd's picture and then the emblem of the WBC.
That's awesome. He definitely deserves it. And, he just because of his career, what I'm saying? And I reiterate, this reminds me of, I know it's kind of big differences, but for them, like, for example, Oscar De La Hoya, everybody and their mama criticizes this guy. Everybody criticizes him. They call him, cross-dresser, the panties, the high heels, and blah, blah, blah. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. But as a fighter, bro, we got to give Oscar De La Hoya his credit. We got to give him his props. He can do what the heck he wants now as a promoter. I can care less, and that's exactly why I don't really talk about Oscar De La Hoya, man. On my platform, I really don't even talk about him because he's a promoter now. He does some weird things. He's kind of weird. Whatever, man. I don't know. Whatever. The best to him, you know what I'm saying? But as a fighter, man, we got to definitely respect him, man, and give him his credit where, it's deserved. Same with Mayweather. He's a promoter now. Maybe a lot of people don't really like how he promotes or what have you, right? A lot of people say that he's just about money and all he thinks about is money and himself now. Whatever. That's his thing. That's his personal thing. But when it comes to, his pro career, we got to give him his respect, man. Lavar, do you think a lot of the boxing community is going to do you think they're going to criticize this thing with his photo being in the belt?
No, I don't think so, Renee. I honestly think everybody's going to praise him because at the end of the day, man, when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, man, he was dominant. His skills, he showed, he brought it. When it came to fighting opponents, he didn't duck or dodge anybody. They put whoever went in front of him, he defeated them. So there's no really way of beating Floyd, and Floyd, he made that 50-0 record happen. So I think as Pretty Boy Floyd, the older, father times catch up with everybody. So he had to, go from Floyd to Pretty Boy Floyd to Money, and he was getting older. So, he had to change up his fighting styles a little bit. Some of his opponents as Money Mayweather, they're questionable. I think somebody last week, Renee, they were mentioning about the Berto fight. Why did Floyd fight Berto?
Exactly. Yeah.
That was a personal fight. They had personal beef with each other. So, at the end of the day, that fight was personal, and yeah, it can be questionable, but at the end of the day, he came out victorious. I know people are like, well, why didn't he fight Margarito? Well, we already know what happened with Margarito. He got caught cheating. So I understand, and Floyd is all about his health. So he didn't, I truly believe he didn't want to put himself at risk. But at the end of the day, everybody's going to have their own opinion about Floyd. I didn't have a problem with him. I thought it was entertaining. And I can tell you, I purchased every pay-per-view event that Floyd had when he started having pay-per-view events. So I'm happy for him. I'm pleased. Hats off to him. Far as the exhibition fights, I'm not cool with that. I think maybe he should stick to promoting and focus more on promoting instead of doing these ridiculous
50 Cent Logan Paul fights.
Yeah, well, some people really want to actually see him and 50 Cent get in the ring.
Yeah.
Because they have some personal beef with each other. 50 used to box. He used to, I think he was a Golden Gloves winner.
Is that a fact? I had no idea, bro.
Yeah, I want to say, but I could be wrong.
Wow. Okay.
But at the end of the day, man, they people want to see them go at it. So who knows? We'll see. Talking and doing is two different things.
I was gonna say, I mean, I agree. Like, I have nothing to say against that, bro. I have nothing to say against Mayweather being on the belt. I think it's honorable, and I think it deserves it. However, it's hard to believe. It's hard to believe how, because the boxing community, bro, consists of all types of people, right? We got to respect that. You know what I'm saying? We got to respect it. It consists of people who have a lot of differing opinions and viewpoints and perspectives. Like in this case with Floyd Mayweather. There are actually people out there, man, and have, reputable platforms. They have reputable platforms and they criticize. Okay. This is a quick example. Remember Lavar? There's a video out there. It's on YouTube. Y'all can find it. I forgot the name, the guy reporter, whatever. I think it was an ESPN interview or something like that. It's viral. That video is viral, bro. When Floyd was Pretty Boy still, I think it was before he moved to, before he moved to Money Mayweather. But when he was Pretty Boy, if I'm not mistaken, still, he was interviewed on some platform, virtual interview. And this guy was criticizing Floyd. And he was like, wait, you invited me, and
Are you talking about Brian Kenny?
I think it was that one, man. He kept, that reporter was just criticizing, man, saying, I give you credit, but you haven't fought Pacquiao. Why don't you fight Pacquiao still? He was just going, dude, and Mayweather was going back at him, man.
Yeah,
but what do I say that? Yeah, you remember that one?
I do.
But that's what I'm saying. No, but real quick, Lavar. That's what I'm saying. That nowadays too, you got legitimate platforms out there. I guess you can say reputable, whatever you want to call it, that criticizes career, man. I mean, I got nothing to criticize against. Like I said, I repeat, Floyd Mayweather, before he started doing that exhibition stuff, I can care less about that. But before he started doing that, he has a great career. His boxing skills are off the charts, and you still got people out there who's criticizing. You see the same thing now. Everybody, a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people do the same with Spence. A lot of people do the same with the Charlo brothers. A lot of people do the same with, the list goes on, with Wilder. A lot of people do the same with so many fighters out there, bro. I mean, you're never going to satisfy everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Especially when he fought Pacquiao, a lot of people wanted to see that fight, earlier in their career, vice being late in their career. So I do understand why he gets some criticism. Floyd, he's on a different level. He's a different beast, man. And you got to respect his skills. You might not respect like who he is, like personally, but as a fighter, man, you got to respect the skills that he brought to the table.
That's facts. And then he got, some people say out there, oh, he just runs. That's the thing. People don't appreciate the sweet science. I appreciate the sport of boxing in its purity to the extent that I've said it time and time before on my platform. I even have videos at it. I want to go back to a little bit more videos on it. But to the extent that I watch Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, BKFC, because it has the sweet science and it's a lot more entertaining in the sense that they're the squared ring, the ring squared or whatever, the circled square is a lot smaller. So it's bound for action. You got a heavyweight there. His name's Sam Shoemaker. I mean, That guy is skilled, heavyweight fighter, man. You got Ansel Adams, man. You got names there that are like, they're skilled boxers, man. They're boxing. And I understand. I'm not saying that everything there I approve of. I think it's quite bloody. I think it's quite graphic, which I don't really approve of. But I do appreciate the genuine sweet science in that sport, and then the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, criticize Mayweather at that. Oh, he just runs. And if people say somebody who just runs, they don't really know about the sweet science, bro.
No, I agree. It's just like my favorite fighter, Pernell Whitaker. Everybody used to say, "Oh, he plays around in the ring too much. He's gonna get knocked out." I've heard that all over the years. I mean, and Pernell Whitaker, yeah, he did play around. He clowned around in the ring, but his defense was like really, really good, man. So I get it and I understand it. A lot of people wanted to see Pernell Whitaker lose due to the clowning in the ring, especially my dad, because I used to watch boxing with my dad, and my dad was like, "There he go again, playing in the ring again. He gonna get caught." And my dad used to get mad, and I would just sit up there and laugh. But man, you had to be appreciative of what Pernell Whitaker brought to the ring, man. So trust me, Renee, I understand where you're coming from when
Whitaker's a legend. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, honestly, man, that whole Whitaker family is talented, man. They've been blessed to have football players and stuff like that. So that whole Whitaker family it's a blessing. They're very talented. But Floyd's gonna take some heat, but he doesn't care, man. As long as those checks are still coming in, he doesn't care.
Yeah, he doesn't care. And he even said some time ago, he says, you guys are giving me publicity. Whether you speak bad or good about me, So yeah, he don't care, but the conclusion on that point and what we're talking about here is that belt, I think that's fine that Floyd Mayweather's on it. Well deserved.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, and salute to Curtis Anderson, the boxing historian, is in the building. So hey, we appreciate you, Curtis. I know that I do. I love listening to you talk about boxing. I take notes, man. You're very knowledgeable. So thank you.
Excuse me, I was clearing my throat while I was yeah, definitely, Kurt. And Kurt says here the Margarito fight didn't happen because of money. Wow. And Kurt always enlightening us here. We have here 50 was a boxer. Wow. Lavar, you're right then.
I thought so. I really wasn't sure, man. And I got to be careful what I say on here.
Well, bro, I mean, we all get things wrong from time to time. I mean, it's what I'm saying, I do myself. So, I mean, it's all good, man. So yeah, Curtis Anderson, 50 was I didn't know that, man. So that's cool. I mean, maybe 50 can show something to Floyd, but I doubt it, but I don't know, man. I'm really not interested in that fight. I can care less if that happens, man. But hey, a lot of people, like you said, Lavar, a lot of people want to see it because they have beef, you know what I'm saying? And but the thing here is that, it's not just the beef thing. Floyd, he's a master at promoting. He knows how to market a fight. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be exhibition or whether it be a pro fight, this guy is a master at marketing. That's why he's swimming in hundreds of millions of dollars throughout his careers because, he did one of the smartest things he did was leave Top Rank, bro.
Yeah, I agree. That was the smartest thing for him to do. By him doing that, look what he's created. So, and you would think that some of the fighters now would, take some of that knowledge that Floyd has done and apply it,
Bud Crawford.
And that's what I was about to say.
Just kidding.
I like watching Bud fight, man, but if he could just, if he can be marketable, I think, he'll get a lot of more fans, that would help him generate revenue. So you can tell sometimes in his interviews, it's like, okay, let's do this interview. I'm just ready to get out of here. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly. Yeah, man. I mean, definitely. So, to conclude that point, I think it's great that, Floyd Mayweather's on the WBC belt. And I'm almost positive, bro. I'm almost positive there's going to be some type of criticism with him being on the belt. Do you think?
I mean, you can't please everyone. I mean, of course, he's definitely going to have some people that are going to criticize him for being on the belt. But, like I said, man, the only thing you have to do is just go back and check out his stats and who he's fought. He's fought a lot of champions. So, You know, I hope people will definitely go out and take a look at his boxing record and then go from there. You know what I mean? Instead of what they hear out of the ring. I really think that they need to separate Floyd Mayweather personally from Pretty Boy Floyd and Money Mayweather in the ring.
That's facts. We got here Curtis Anderson answering Bruce Goes of a prior question he had why he didn't fight Paul Williams. It just didn't happen for reasons unknown. All right, Arnhem. All right, so yeah, go ahead.
I think with that fight, with the Paul Williams fight, you know how Floyd is. Floyd wants to fight a fighter that's going to help generate revenue, that's going to bring in the big bucks. So I don't know if that might be a reason. I could definitely see like Paul Williams being a threat because, you know, he had the height, he had the reach. But Floyd, you know him, and he always found a way to win fights. But, you know, Floyd, the fight has to make sense and it has to generate revenue.
Yeah, when fighters say that fights don't make sense, they're definitely talking about the bills. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, always. And yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Now, check this out, ladies and gentlemen. I want to talk Mac in the South in the building. Thanks so much, man. Thank you guys so much, man. Thank you guys for jumping in the building, man. All you guys, Kurt, everybody's jumping in. I appreciate each and every one of you, man. Love you guys, man. Definitely. Yeah, definitely. You mentioned something earlier, Lavar, and it was one of my points I want to talk about. It relates to it. Shout out to Black Star Sports TV, man, family over there, bro. He actually invited me yesterday when he interviewed Peter McNeely, former heavyweight, fought Mike Tyson, fought Butterbean, you know, McNeely, man. Wow. You know, interview. I was like, whoa, the dude's on the man. McNeely's on the panel. Awesome. And, you know, I kind of want to talk about this because y'all go subscribe to Black Star if anybody's not subscribed, man. He just talks the sport of boxing. He loves the sport of boxing. He talks a little bit about football too. You know what I'm saying? All you football heads out there, go check him out. You know, I was there went on YouTube, we got about to eat some dinner, and I was like, oh, Black Star's live, right on. And I went in and I saw McNeely there. I was like, oh gosh, you know, awesome. And you know, Black Star so cool, man. He invited me on the panel, but for some reason, whatever, the link didn't arrive to my email. But you know, things happen. I get it. It's all good. Mm-hmm. But I was listening to Peter McNeely there, and one of the things that stood out to me, bro, and you mentioned it a little bit a moment ago about health, about, you know, Mayweather knew that it was time to transition to Money Mayweather because of his health. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Brittle hands. Yeah, Bruce Goes. I saw that Bruce Goes. I think Bruce Goes mentioned that in the chat yesterday in the live chat. Mm-hmm. That and I remember Bruce Goes. I remember that comment that Bruce Goes posted there, and I felt the same thing. It broke my heart. I mean, I'm gonna be real. I don't care if people call me soft. I don't care. Call me what you want. You know, people out there can listen. I don't care. I'm speaking for me, dude. It was sad hearing how he spoke, man. You know what? When Black Star he invited me, excuse me, when he invited me to go on the panel, one of my first questions was going to be, how do you feel in your health? Are you all right, man? Do you feel good these days after you know, retired? Do you feel healthy? Do you feel do you feel well? Because check this out, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. I got it in my chat. It's in Facebook. I got in contact with him a few days ago. This was like a couple weeks ago. I got in contact with Peter McNeely. I think he invited me as a friend or whatever. And I was like, are you Peter? Are you the real one? He's like, yeah, man. And he kind of just chatted just a little bit with me. And I asked him I got the, you know, receipts as they call it, right? Whatever. But people know I don't lie. I'm not like that. So whatever. So I told him, one of my first things I told him, I said, man, you have an amazing career, Peter. You are amazing. You're a legend, man. And so thank you, man. And he sent me and he has a group on Facebook. I invited a few people in that group, so that he's trying to form a community. So all you guys out there, go ahead and you know, make friends with him in Facebook. And he has a boxing community he's trying to build on Facebook. So it's good. So that's how I got in contact, because he also invited me in that community. So, and one of the first things I asked him, I said, are you okay in your health, bro? You feel good? How you feeling? He's like, oh, I'm well. I'm good. So, but when you hear him, you can tell, bro, the damage he's received. Oh my gosh, man. The brain damage, bro. The way he speaks, it's kind of like James Toney. I can't compare them, but maybe worse, bro.
Like a lot of slurring of their words.
A lot. You didn't see the interview, right?
No, I caught
Go ahead.
I was knocking out some schoolwork last night, and when I hopped on, and sometimes I don't get the notifications on time too.
Yeah, you know how it is. Yeah.
When I hopped on, I had caught the very end to where Black Star, and salute to Black Star out there, sports TV. He was wrapping up with the panel, and I'm like, oh, I missed it. So I'm gonna catch the replay though.
Yeah, I had several questions to ask him, man. First about his health, and several other things. But my gosh, bro, it was sad, man. And this man, and then he was talking about in the interview. Check this out, bro. I mean, he said, I don't know what led to the topic, but I think it was because the panel was asking him something about, hey, what do you think about fighters nowadays? They're hardly fighting once a year, blah, 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 right? He said, he said that he fought in his career, his first 37 fights, bro. He says his first 37 freaking fights, he fought in 44 months.
Jeez.
That's insanity, bro.
That is.
And when he said that, I was like, that's why, bro, that damage he has. We're not talking about lightweight division, bantamweight. We're talking about heavyweights, man. Receiving that damage. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't mean to cut you off, Renee. I do apologize for that, brother.
No, go ahead.
When you're talking about this, man, I'm picturing Thomas Hitman Hearns in my head right now, because we know that the Hitman, he took a lot of punches. He gave a lot of punches too, but now, man, just like hearing him talk, you can just tell because he slurs his words a little bit. So, man, while you're talking and you're describing Peter McNeely, because he added me to Facebook too, and thanks for the invite for that as well. It's sad because when you picture these guys, you're picturing these guys in their prime, and they're like Superman, you know what I mean? And now as they've gotten older, it's like, I can't believe this is you. I can't believe, your words are slurring, from the punches that you took. And I get it. The sport of boxing is very grueling on the body. But man, for them to be fighting like the way that they did it back then, man, you gotta, man, hats off to them, man, because you're right, they fought a lot. They didn't take a year off, not unless they had a serious injury. So I get where you're coming from, brother.
Bro, 37 fights, his first 37 fights, or 36, if I'm not mistaken, around that figure. 44 months, man, within a 4 freaking month time span. Oh my God, that was hard for me to wrap my head around it. And this leads to so many things, like you just said right now. There are so many fighters out there now where they got brain damage, bro. And he was talking like this. He was like, I was like, oh my gosh, bro, man. But it hit me deep. And I've said it before. I've said this a long time ago that I've been an advocate on fighters. They got to retire at the right time, man. I've said it about Manny Pacquiao, said about Triple G. There are fighters out there where they got to say, you know what, enough's enough. I don't want to take more. Look at Pacquiao and the damage he's received, bro. This guy, man, hang up the freaking gloves, bro. You never know what can happen in your next fight, man. Whether it be a foolish exhibition, whether it be a pie in the sky fight, you never know, bro. It just takes one punch to really break the limit. You know?
Yeah.
Look at the punishment Pacquiao has received in his freaking dude, in his career in general. Like I said, I can care less, bro. I can care less what people say about, oh, you're soft and I don't care, dude, because these guys are like you said, they're heroes, man. Yeah. And for them to get more unnecessary beating, it's going to really jeopardize them in the future. And this is another point I want to mention. I think it's disgusting, bro, that I just saw it on social media just recently, earlier today, that, Mike Tyson, he was like in an interview with Don King many years ago when he was young in his prime. He walked away from the interview. He was mad. And Mike Tyson was mad because he discovered that he was suing Don King around that time for $100 million. And he discovered that, he was being robbed millions and tens of millions of dollars in his career. Dude, that's disgusting, bro. You see, that's what makes me mad about people who try to take advantage of fighters. I've talked about this time and time again. Salute to Stormy B-Man, OG, Curtis Anderson, the historian, Reggie Owens. We talked about that, about promoters in my series that I had. I want to continue it, Lord willing, in the near future. Boxing Then and Now. I got the playlist, seven videos, live sessions. Boxing Then and Now. We talked about, historically speaking, of the sport of boxing to now. That's why I call it Boxing Then and Now. But one of those sessions was about promoters. And it's disgusting, bro, how these promoters have taken advantage of fighters who risk their freaking lives and health in the ring, man. And Peter McNeely is an example. I'm not saying he got taken advantage of. No, I'm just saying the serious effects the sport of boxing has on a fighter, bro.
Oh, absolutely, man. I think of Mildred Taylor too, man. Mildred Taylor, back in the 80s and 90s, man, he took a lot of punishment as well. And if you were to go look at some videos, you'll tell, man, his speech is very, very bad. And these boxers, we got to give them credit, especially the ones that earn their stripes, man, because they're putting on a show to entertain us as the fans. So at the end of the day, man, it's sad. Especially, like I said, man, hearing about Peter McNeely, because I remember him, I've been watching the interviews of, when he was going to fight Mike Tyson and the things that he was telling Tyson, and I'm like, oh man, I'm like, dude, you're just adding more fuel to the fire. But, he went in there and, you gotta give him credit for going in there with a Mike Tyson, man, because, a lot of people was afraid to fight Mike Tyson. And, it took for Buster Douglas to change that effect a little bit. But at the end of the day, man, it's just a sad thing to see, especially when they're having problems with speaking and stuff like that. It's like their minds know what to say, but it's just not being projected, like how it should be, if that makes sense.
Exactly. And that's how I saw it. It's exactly how I saw it. I knew, Peter looks like his cognitive functions are there. He knows what's going on. He looks well. It's just that there's a damage between what he thinks and what he says, how he tries to say it. And it's, and like you said, bro, the list goes on and on with fighters that have received this kind of damage. And I reiterate, bro, I think it's disgusting. I think it's sad how the sport of boxing doesn't have, institutions or what have you, healthcare set in place for the long-term well-being and health of these fighters, bro. I don't know how they do it, if they have constant checkups, not just after they fight. We know that they get sent to the hospital, it's protocol, but I'm speaking about in between fights, when they're sparring, after they spar, medical checkups, psychological checkups, by psychologists, things of that nature, what I'm saying, by experts. They have to be put in place, man. And I'm one of the few advocates that's talking about this. I don't hear other platforms really saying this kind of stuff, bro. But maybe there are others, and that's great. But I think that this stuff has to be pushed more, bro. That's what I'm saying. We're doing new things here at Renee Boxing, man. We're speaking, more things of just than this fluff pie in the sky stuff that we're hearing out there in the sport of boxing. I genuinely care for fighters, bro, because they're gladiators. They're going out there risking their freaking lives. Look what happened to Deontay Wilder, bro. I'm not going to get in that controversy stuff, but look at the damage he took in his last fight, man.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Like you said, I don't want to get into it as well, because I know other platforms have definitely talked about it. But man, I would hate to be whoever's going to be his opponent when he announces his fight. I will hate to be them, because you know that he's going to take out all that anger that he has built up on that opponent.
Yes. And I'm going to post a video up soon about something I wanted to talk about, about, just boxing in general. And I mentioned, I think I did. Yeah, I mentioned Wilder. I mentioned Wilder there in the video because it's about heavyweights. The video I'm going to push out, Lord willing, later today or tomorrow. I don't know. But I mentioned Wilder, and I agree, Lavar. I think that when he comes back, he's going to be even more of a beast, even more of a beast, bro. He's gonna. I personally think, I hope he improves in certain things in his skills as far as, what he does in the ring. But generally speaking, this dude's going to be a beast. And I feel sorry for the opponent he's going to face. Okay. But why do I say this? Because I don't know. I think that Wilder's probably gonna. PGH, you're in the building. Thanks so much, man. I see you guys, man. I'm trying to, I see you guys in the building. Thank you guys so much for jumping in, man. So I don't know if Wilder's gonna box too much longer. I kind of see him because look at his age. He's up there. He's starting to get up there now. He's been through wars. Wilder has been, and I reiterate what I'm saying. Fighters got to know the right time to retire. I'm not saying, Wilder, you got to retire already. Of course not. He still has, I think he has, another year and a half left in him. You think he has that or more, Lavar, or what do you think?
I think he has a little bit more. And the reason why I say that is because, some of his fights, man, they've ended quick to where he didn't take that much damage. I think he's only had a select few fights where he took some damage. Of course, Tyson Fury. Of course, he took some shots against Ortiz. So I think he has a little bit left. I would just like for him to change up his mechanics a little bit. Focus more on throwing his jab, his footwork. If he can, tighten up and tweak some minor things, man, I think he'll be back. Because I want to say, Curtis Anderson, once again, salute to you. I think he made a statement about, when Wilder first came out, he was showing angles.
Right.
And, now it's kind of like slowed down for him to where he just wants to land that right hand and call it a night.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've said it time and time again, too, that Wilder has a lot more tools. I know he does. It's not just the knockout power. I know that Wilder can box. He can use his jab. He can use the angles. He's athletic. He can do that. He has those abilities. And that's exactly what I want to see also. In his next coming fights, I want to see him a little bit more dynamic in the ring because I know he has it. You know what I'm saying? Definitely know he has it. And I just think for his health, especially what he received, the punishment. We're going to get to Curtis Anderson right here, that comment right now that he's talking about. Yeah. And it relates to what we're talking about that, I think that, just for his health, he has a beautiful wife. He has wonderful kids, one of his daughters, if I'm not mistaken, has an ailment, right? If I'm not mistaken, has a type of illness, right? Yeah. Same with King Kong Luis Ortiz, man. Salute to his family, beautiful family, King Kong Ortiz. These guys, they got to think very well, how long they're going to fight, how much longer they're going to fight, and retire at the right time. I think personally that Wilder probably has another 3 fights maximum in him, bro, for his health's sake. Because I repeat, this is heavyweights. This is heavyweight division. These guys punch hard. One punch can really damage a guy's cognitive functions. You know what I'm saying? One punch can really damage somebody. So in the heavyweight division and boxing in general. So Curtis is saying here that Wilfredo Benitez gets. This is just.
Yeah,
you see what I mean?
Sad. Yeah, that's sad. That's sad. And I think him and Stormy B-Man were talking about this. It could have been Blue Blood. Salute to Blue Blood. Somebody was talking about this, and it's sad, man. That's sad. $200 a month.
It's disgusting, bro. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. These freaking promoters, man. I don't care what promoter it is. I don't care. Put your name on it. I can care less, bro. What promoter it is. I mean, I'm not saying they're all doing a horrible job. No, they're doing their job. That's fine. To each his own. But these freaking guys, man, they got to focus on the health of their fighters, bro. Long-term benefits, healthcare benefits. I posted a video up some time ago, bro. Danny Garcia, shouts out to Danny Garcia. He wants to do something like that. You see why? Why is it, Lavar, that these freaking some people out there don't talk about this? They just talk about, we just want to. I understand. I'm one of them. I'm not saying I'm not. I want to see the best fights out there. But at the same time, I want to see the fighters healthy, bro. You see what I'm saying? I want to see them healthy, man. And I do want to see them fight the best. Of course, that's what my platform's about. And y'all know my platform. I don't talk about pie in the sky, stupid exhibition fights. I can care less about that. But at the same time, it's like, hey, fighters, go get your money, bro. You see what I'm saying? Because
I do.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead, brother.
Because after their careers, they're not going to have, probably people to help them out, man. They're left alone. They're left in the dust. Just look at what's happening right now in the sport of boxing, ladies and gentlemen. This is a wonderful live, bro. We're talking good stuff here. Look what the heck is happening in the sport of boxing right now. Fighters are scared to lose their O's. It goes a lot deeper than this because I talked about it on Blue Blood recently. Shouts out to Blue Blood, our guy right there, man. Blue Blood, when I was on one of his recent shows, I mentioned how I think one of the reasons to why a fighter doesn't want to lose their O, because I think recently, and I saw it on social media, I think it was Sergio Martinez who came out and said, Sergio Martinez in social media, whatever the heck, right? I think it was him, former Argentinian fighter, if I'm not mistaken, fought Cotto some time ago. Cotto smashed him. But yeah, right? Yeah.
He knocked out. That was a devastating knockout that he did to Paul Williams.
Oh, also. Yeah. So I think it was him that came out and said, before he said this, check this out. He said, you know, in my career, I received hundreds upon hundreds of phone calls before a certain fight. After I lost that fight, I received 4 phone calls. And those 4 were from my family. Man, bro. And that's where he said something like, I'm paraphrasing. He said, that's where reality sunk in. I think a lot of these fighters, bro, don't want to lose the O because they don't want that to happen to them. You know, I mean, I understand, man. We want to see the best fight the best. And I love it. And that's all I talk about. But at the same time, we got to put ourselves in fighters' shoes.
Right.
I'm not promoting, keep giving us lame matchups. Of course not. But I understand the viewpoint of fighters that say, I got to get my money. Because when I retire, ain't nobody going to come and help me out. Ain't nobody going to reach. Look what Curtis is saying here.
I know.
I mean, come on, ladies and gentlemen. Wilfredo Benitez, $200 freaking a month. What the heck is that? That's a joke, bro.
That is.
Go ahead.
And I wish, you know, Curtis was on the panel right now so we can hear his thoughts about it.
Actually, you know what? No, sorry. Before you continue, Lavar, I actually texted him a few minutes ago. He said he's having internet problems. So that's why.
Okay.
So it's all good. Yeah. Go ahead. Continue.
It's sad, man. Who can live off of $200? You know, and Wilfredo Benitez, he put his heart on the line in his fights, man. This is bad. You know, it's I think as a fighter, you know, you really have to start looking at your contracts and other people, lawyers and stuff, looking at your contracts to make sure that you're set up for success. And I'm with you, Renee. There should be something set up for these fighters, especially after they're done fighting, so that their health is taken care of. They have a place to stay. They have food on the table. They have clothes on their back. For him to be only getting $200 a month, and I think Bruce goes. Shout out to you, Bruce. He said Benitez is also 100% disabled. That's sad. He should be getting way more money than just $200. That's hard. That is difficult for him to live off of.
Bro, check this out. Check this out. Watch. I'm sorry to interrupt, but look, this is what would happen. This would be revolutionary. Watch. Yeah, Bruce goes, thanks so much for that tip too. That inside scoop there. Ben is also 100. My gosh, bro. Look at this. Look at this. If there were something set up in the sport of boxing where, like I said earlier, psychologists, you know, medical experts doing constant checkups on fighters, and they say, you know what, one more fight and it's time to hang up the gloves. If they did that, Lavar, check this out. We would get more best fighting the best because you would have more young, prime, healthy fighters in the sport.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It would be a cycle. You see, because when these experts come and check them up and say, you know what, I think it's time for you to go, man. You got to hang up the gloves in the sport because you're not at your prime anymore. You have health deficiencies and you got to stop. And if that were set in more in an orderly fashion in the sport of boxing, that would mean there would be more opportunities for these young up and coming prime fighters, these young prime champs, to fight each other rather than them going and fighting these old out of prime legends.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? With big names. Same thing with I don't care what people say. Like I said, I'm just doing it from an honest opinion. Canelo did it to Mosley. Mosley shouldn't have been boxing anymore at that time, bro.
No, I agree.
He shouldn't have been boxing Mosley, dude. Look how slow he was. I mean, it's a joke. You see what I'm saying? Triple G should have been gone a long time ago, bro. He's 37 freaking years old. He's not the same anymore. You see, and Yeah, and for his health too. Pacquiao should have been gone a while ago, bro. I posted a video talking about that. I've been posting videos about Triple G should retire already. I mean, the list goes on and on. So if that were to happen for the sake of their freaking health, you know, the sport would have more young prime fighters fighting each other.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with you, man. It's just a sad situation, man, to see him only getting $200 a month, man. I can't get that off my mind. It's
Me neither.
it's I really think that with the boxing and definitely with the UFC, because they don't get medical coverage too, and some of the fighters
The
that
same.
came out
Yep.
and said that as well. I mean, the best thing that you can do is just protect yourself. And you're right. Fighters need to know when to call it quits. You know, if they're like sparring and you know they can't pull the trigger like they want to, then of course, man, it's time for them to hang it up, because you don't want to see a fighter take serious punches when they don't need to, man. Life is too short. Life is too precious. If it's time for them to hang it up, just hang it up. I just hope that these fighters, these new generation fighters now, you know, like the Charlos, I love the Charlos, but you have a lot of these young fighters that are going out buying these fancy cars, buying all this jewelry. I hope that they have something to save or have when retirement comes around, when retirement comes. You know, you want to be able to be financially stable instead of trying to wonder where the money's going to come or living paycheck to paycheck, man. It's just a sad situation for Benitez.
Same situation with those in the entertainment industry. I just saw earlier in social media today, man, that there's some hip hop dude guy. I don't know, man. I don't listen to hip hop anymore. I just, you know, I got my own. I listen to other stuff, right? But what I'm saying is that some dude came out, some rapper guy, and he put a freaking dude. I don't know if you saw this or heard it, but you know, these young guys coming out with the tattoos on their faces and stuff. I mean, this guy is one of those guys, and he got a freaking diamond, bro. Big diamond implanted on his forehead, man.
Yeah, I read about that.
I mean, I get it. Bling, do what you want, bro. It's your life. But, you know, hip hop, you know, music industry, it's the same thing. Because you never know, man. These guys are one hit wonders sometimes. And you know, a couple years from now, you're probably going to be no one's going to know about you. You know what I'm saying? Similar with the entertainment industry. These young guys investing in millions of dollars in the bling and the flash. But you got to make smart. These guys got to make smart investments. And we're talking about sport of boxing, the same thing. These guys, you know, I hope they're making smart investments for their future. We got here, Mr. DAZN. I appreciate that, bro. Keep it respectful. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how it is. We always do that here. Do you think the Fury KO took? Yes, man. And that's one of the reasons why I said earlier, bro, I don't know if Wilder, you know, concerning his health, I don't think he should fight many more fights, man. I think maybe 3. I do think, man, the punishment that he took from, you know, Fury in his last fight, it was big, you know what I'm saying? And it's probably not going to manifest its consequences until later on down the road, bro. So, you know, we have here, J Double saying, but then we wouldn't have legends. I understand, bro. I get it, bro. But I'm speaking in the perspective of their health. Yeah, I get what you're saying, J Double. I feel you, bro. I mean, yeah, we wouldn't have legends like B-Hop, but fighters also have to know when the best time to stop is, because if not, they're just going to be getting big punishment, more unnecessary punishment. And we got to get, you know, you got to go back a little bit more, J Double, because we're talking about Peter McNeely. Look at Peter McNeely. Had he known when it was the right time to retire, he wouldn't be speaking like that, like he is right now. You know, he's very just the slurred and I'm just thankful he looks okay. You know, he can walk. He's in his 5 functions, his five functions or whatever you want to call it, right? His senses. So I'm just happy for that, bro. Yeah, man, I'm just happy for that. And but yeah, Lavar, it's a sad thing, bro. And referring to what I was saying earlier, Danny Garcia. And that's what I'm saying. It's sad to see a lot of people aren't talking about this. You know, people got to talk more about this stuff, because I definitely care for fighters. Awesomeness, I see you. Thanks so much for jumping in the building. Go ahead and subscribe here, man. If you're new to the channel, we just talk about the sport of boxing. We love the sport of boxing. That's all we do here. We take the hate somewhere else, take the trolling somewhere else, man. This is not the platform for it, okay? Awesomeness, thanks so much, man. Awesomeness, once again, for jumping in the building. Sylvester, I see you too. Thank you guys so much, man. I was saying it earlier, Danny Garcia, he wants to, check this out, Lavar. I don't know if you heard it. He wants to, when he retires or whatever, he says he has a plan on making a business to help fighters in taxes. how to understand the businesses of boxing, and to have them make smart investments. Exactly what we're talking about right now, bro. Danny Garcia, you never hear that from fighters doing this, dude.
No.
Danny Garcia has that in his heart and in his mind. He has a plan to do that, to open up a company to help out fighters and how to work themselves around the business of boxing, and how to work with numbers, figures, taxes, et cetera, et cetera. How many fighters, bro? I think Mayweather was one of them throughout their career. They haven't paid taxes in years. I think Pacquiao also some years ago. It came out it came out in public that he owed so many millions and millions of dollars in taxes. We shouldn't be hearing this kind of stuff. People have to have the right freaking people on their team. You see, it hits me, bro. And I speak zealously about this. Why that, Bud Crawford, for example, he has to have the right team around him to orient all these fighters. I'm not just pointing fingers at Bud Crawford. Any fighter out there, just like what you said earlier, Lavar, they got to know what the heck they're signing in their contracts. Look what Canelo did just recently. Why do you think he just left Golden Boy? Why do you think he was going to sue DAZN and Golden Boy? Oscar, same thing. Not having the right people around him. You see how sad that is, bro?
It is. It's sad. And Renee, can I comment on JAA, Mr. DAZN, about B-Hop?
Of course, bro. Go ahead.
So about B-Hop, yes, B-Hop is a legend. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. But he stayed in the ring too long. He took that was a devastating knockout by Joe Smith Jr.
Exactly, man. Stayed in the ring too long.
When have we ever seen Bernard Hopkins get knocked out like that? Never.
Bro,
like I'm talking about careers.
Roy Jones Jr. is another example too.
Right. And Renee, I've always said when it comes to Roy Jones, when Roy Jones won the heavyweight championship, right, from Ruiz, then he went back down to fight Tarver, right? After he fought Tarver the first time, he should have rode in the sunset. He should have rode off into the sunset. After he beat Tarver the first time, that's when he should have called it quits. And then just seeing him get knocked out in the rematch, man, I'll never forget that day, man. Oh my gosh. So man. It's like what you said. These fighters got to know when to call it quits, man. But as far as Danny Garcia, hats off to him, man. I think that's something great. And you're right. Many fighters don't talk about that. And to be able to have something like that set up for them for the future is that, man, trust me, man, that will be phenomenal. Because it's like what my father used to tell me. He's like, son, money comes and money goes. So I just hope that these the superstars now, like the Charlo brothers, Keith Thurman, Earl Spence, Bud Crawford, I hope all these guys are setting themselves up for success in the future. Not only them, but their families as well. I'll hate to see a boxer die broke, and I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, because it does happen. But they gotta make sure that they take care of themselves, man.
That's facts. And once again, like you said, salute to Danny Garcia, bro. He wants to help these fighters, man. I mean, he wants to help them get their mind right, bro, and these things and these aspects we're talking about. Bruce Go says here, I wanted to ask him, but I don't think he even made $1 million against Tyson. Wow, he says here, yep, I just checked. He only made 400,000. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh. To Tyson's 22 freaking million. Wow, man. Wow. I think he's talking about McNeely. I think he's talking about McNeely when he fought him. I'm not really sure exactly what a person he's talking about there, but man, Boxing Conversation with Reggie Owens is in the building. Thanks so much for jumping in. Family, go subscribe to Boxing Conversations with Reggie Owens, man. Definitely keeps it 100 all the time right there. Family, bro. Thanks so much for jumping in, family. You know what, Lavar? Yeah. You know what, Lavar? I kind of want to close it now. We have about an hour and 10 minutes going in, man. This was a really great live, man. All our lives are great. It's just that in this aspect and the topics we're talking about, deep stuff and really necessary to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Any last words, Lavar?
Hey, Renee, thank you for having me on your platform, man. It's an honor to come up here and talk the sport of boxing with you, man. Salute to you, Renee. Salute to Reggie Owens, big brothers, man. Y'all are my big brothers, man. And salute to Curtis Anderson, the boxing historian, and Stormy B, man, the sensei. I really gain a lot of knowledge from either talking to y'all or listening to your panel, and especially to Bruce Goes. Salute, my brother. I really like talking to y'all, listening to what y'all have to say, and y'all are not afraid to let other people speak their minds. So I really want to salute everybody. The people in the chat, thanks for coming by. Just make sure you stay safe out there. Make sure you wear your mask. Make sure you wash your hands. Just make sure you take care of yourself in general.
Yeah, definitely, man. I think so. Hey, guys, those who were I usually have on the panel, I didn't have you guys just for the fact that I was going to try to make this live short. Okay, family, not it's because I don't want you guys on. No, okay, just to make that clear. Bruce goes G5. Okay, family. Thank you guys so much, man, for jumping into, man. Always, man. And just for that reason, I told Lavar earlier I didn't want to make it too long. You know what I'm saying? And but thank you. Definitely the next one, man. We'll have you in, fam. And also Mac of the South. You already know what it is, family. So oh, Kurt also. Kurt. Yeah, please, Kurt. Heck yes. Look what he's saying, Lavar. Check what he's saying here. He's saying that I'll be on the next one.
Man, I love it, Renee. You know, to have you have Reggie Owens up here. I can't wait for that day to where like you, Reggie Owens, and Stormy B, man, and Curtis Anderson is up here, man. I just love hearing them talk, man, because they have a lot of knowledge, man. So once again, salute to the Kings.
Definitely. And like I said, I got to get it sooner or later, man. We'll get that in sooner or later, man. Boxing then and now. Definitely, man. Family right there. And yeah, thank you so much, Lavar. We just had a wonderful live, man. Thank you guys so much, ladies and gentlemen. Lavar, can you just stay like a minute after the live when I'm done?
I can do that.
Okay, just wait a second. Okay. Thank you guys so much, man. Family, Renee Box Young, man. Stay safe, just like what Lavar said, man. Stay safe out there, man. Stay safe. Take care of your loved ones. Take care of you and yours because we're living in crazy times, man. Just keep fighting in life, man, because we are all fighters and gladiators. Let's go. Peace out, fam.